Now Mookie's the one on the run. A lot of back and forth in these games. And they've completely caught Mookie out of position right now. Mookie does not have an ultimate up right now. Tinkerbell picks up the kill. It's just back and forth in this game.
It really is.
It's still 4 turrets to 0, 23 to 20 right now, 1 dragon to 0 as well. Baron as yet not done.
It's Fortune actually picking out Olaf here and managing to pick up the kill with the ultimate.
Wow. And
So
there's
much
the feeding time from Tinkerbell. And will the feeding time get the kill? Yes, it will. Lux is there and managed to secure the kill on Fizz as well. A lot of 1v1 exchanges with Fizz right now. In fact, looking at blue team in general, 2 for 2, 5 for 5, 6 for 6. A lot of 1v1s.
Definitely.
Cabot managed to get queued, and the tower damage is there. Cabot does flash away. Reiki will go down to the tower. Cabot picking up the kill. Mookie is there. The ultimate goes down from Tissame, and Mookie gives chase. Mookie does not have his ultimate ready. Cabot is trying to give chase as well, but there's not a lot Mookie can do, especially seeing as he flashed. But Radical's there with the clutch taunt. Mookie's still trying to give chase, but there's Azure with a nice slow to keep everyone at bay. The taunt just missing once again. And there's the Q. Again, that always hits. Aurelia and Fizz have decided to relocate to the bottom lane. Always a good move. And Violent Waffle will secure himself a purple team blue buff, or will get completely caught out of position. The axe just misses, the taunt just misses, and Violent Waffle is now... Violent Waffle is doing a Terminator right there, trying to take people down with him. I missed Cabot dying. Cabot has her Infinity Edge right now, but it's quite clear that Miss Fortune is slightly ahead, well, with the Phantom Dancer Infinity Edge and the Wriggles, actually.
Yeah, really ahead.
In fact, looking at the gold difference just between those two, it's 10k to 7k right now. Dragon goes down again, Tinkerbell securing the kill, of course. Roughly 7k gold difference right now. It's not insurmountable, but I think a good team fight for purple team will end up securing it. But it's hard to have a good team fight when the enemy team has just got so much area of effect disabled.
That's true.
Radical needs to be very careful right now. He dives around the corner, and Tinkerbell is doing loads of crit damage. Look at that damage. Tinkerbell ends up picking up the kill. In the meantime, Cabot gets taunted at the very edge of the range. Stixie is going in. Down goes the true damage lightning bolt. He's still trying to escape. He won't be able to. Mookie goes down from a brilliant ultimate from Tinkerbell. Down goes the shark that one-shots Tinkerbell. And now it's a dragon versus a fish. Who's going to win this one? It looks like the dragon has it, and he does. Although it's always a good move to move towards a tower without any minions.
Oh, for sure.
Violent Waffle pushing down the top lane turret right now. And I think the highlight of this game so far is the dragon versus the fish. What other game can you have a dragon fighting a fish?
Not that I know. I can't think of one.
Galio has purchased himself a thorn mail. That is odd by all stretches of the imagination, I have to admit.
I would have to agree with you, apart from the fact that when you think about it, they actually have 4 melee players. Obviously, Fizz being AP.
That's true.
But the thorn mail will still help protect him when he's popping that ultimate in the middle of them.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. He'll be able to survive as much as he can. But conversely, isn't the point of the Galio ultimate to take as much damage as possible so you reflect loads of it?
Yeah, but then when you think about the thorn mail as well, it also reflects damage, possibly making up for it.
It does. In the meantime, there's the shoot to whoop. Tismay picking up the kill. Violent Waffle also picks up a kill on Cabot up in top lane. Radical decides to go one-on-one against Violent Waffle. Radical gets stunned instantly. Violent Waffle just having loads of sustain right now, and trying to draw him under a turret. Radical taking loads of damage. He will have to dive out of there. Down goes the exhaust and the flash. And Radical needs to run. He really needs to run. He needs to run right now. He needs to dive out of there quickly. Oh, there we go. A nice flash ability right there. In the meantime, okay, Violent Waffle died.
Well, yeah, I'd also like to clarify something about the Galio. It actually works so that it's not about how much damage he takes, it's about the amount of attacks that he takes.
Ah, right.
So the Thornmail actually increasing the damage he does in the ultimate no matter what.
Right, that is a completely valid item then. I completely misunderstood that. Baron will go to blue team, and Reiki's there with the dragon, which hits Mookie right in the face. Mookie goes down. The flash from the dragon, though, which I'm a little bit concerned by. Stixie just going straight in, the Galio ult hitting no one. Always a nice move. Cabot was caught out of position by Tinkerbell, and now it's Fizz's turn. There's the feeding time, Fish of Doom, taking a lot of damage, along with Tower as well. That was a pretty nice fish from Luke Skind. Okay. I'm just gonna say Fizz.
Fizz. Or the fish.
Yeah, the fish. That's always nice. In what other game can you have a pirate, a child, a dragon fighting a fish? So, yeah, it's pretty clear that blue team have the advantage right now. Actually looking at Misfortune's, just looking at Misfortune right now, 304 attack damage, and she still has space to buy a better item, seeing as she still has Doran's Blade right now. But that's a lot of damage. And actually, looking at it, she has a 55% crit chance to do 600 damage. That's an awful amount. In fact, what would it be? 750, what with the bonus from Infinity Edge?
And potentially runes. We don't know that, but you never know.
Yeah. Radical trying to secure his own blue buff. Azure ends up picking him up. Tismay's there to help ward people off. Hits Mookie with the Q. Fizz is hanging around right now, but he's going to have to back off. Violent Waffle counter pushing in the meantime up in top lane. 5 turrets to 0 right now. Tismay falls back, and Mookie's jungling, because that's what AP carries do. In fact, he could get caught out of position by Reiki right now. It's not going to happen because he is near an active turret, and Cabot is there as well. In the meantime, Stixie managed to pick up a kill up in top lane. Tinkerbell taking horrendous amounts of damage right now. Down goes the Cabot ultimate. Cabot picks up the kill. Down goes the Dragon ultimate. Radical using the Stand United on Mookie. Galio's there taking horrendous amounts of damage. Doesn't manage to kill anyone with the team with the ultimate, and that was a 3-for-0 exchange all in all. They're chasing the dragon right now. Lux is there to try and help, but that burnout just keeps Shyvana way too safe, way too quick to end up being caught. The Q misses, and Tismay will ward everyone off. Stixie, double buffed right now, will keep those guys back just tower hugging. Dragon literally just respawned, and purple team are going to try and get it. Reiki is in no position to try and nab it. If he does, he'll end up being turned on and dying. So Dragon will go to purple team. CV goes down, but it's too late for blue team to do anything about it. Cabot falls back, possibly to pick up a something, I'm not too sure right now. Zeal, there we go. Ready to be built into the Phantom Dancer slightly later. Shyvana's actually built herself a Trinity Force, which I'm not too sure about.
Yeah, I guess it's either a Trinity Force or a Frozen Mallet, depending on how confident you feel you are.
Oh no, it's already a Trinity Force.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can choose between whether you want a Trinity Force or a Frozen Mallet, depending on how you feel.
Phage.
Yeah. I guess she feels confident enough in her tanking abilities.
Yeah. Tismay did get caught out with the taunt right there. Mookie got hit with the Q. Tinkerbell is there, and there'll possibly be a team fight erupting. Azure has his flash and ultimate ready for that ultimate, but never mind, Fizz just goes straight in. Down goes the ultimate from Tismay. Tismay so very nearly dying. There's the ultimate from Azure. Azure will go down any second now. In the meantime, the fish is dying to the dragon. No, bye-bye fish. Azure is trying to survive for as long as he can. Down goes the bulwark, which is actually healing him for more damage than he's taking. Now it's a 3v... Down goes the team fight. And Cabot is taking horrendous amounts of damage right now. Cabot falls down. Violent Waffle will follow suit, as does Radical, and Reiki is the only one left. Reiki managed to pick a kill, and it's tank versus tank right now. Lightning Bolt versus Dragon. Reiki is going to try and escape as much as he can. Or just turn and fight, and be executed. Yeah, so Stixie, the only survivor out of that long, prolonged team fight.
Yeah, really good play. They're actually managing to 2v4, of course, up until the end. But managing to pick up 3 against 4 is really good.
Yeah, that's a good point. But Olaf is just decidedly tanky right now. He's already got his Warmogs, he's already got his Heart of Gold, and he actually has the right items for nearly another Warmogs.
Yeah, that's quite interesting.
It's not often you see champions rocking the double Warmog. But then again, with people who scale with health abilities, such as Olaf and his, what's it called, Vicious Strikes, I believe.
And his passive.
Yeah. Just looking at Tinkerbell farming right now, look at how much damage she's getting by critting.
It's amazing.
She has a Bloodthirster right now, and a Phage. Going to be turned into a Frozen Mallet, always a good move. When you do tons of damage and you have people running away from you, you want them to slow down.
Most definitely.
Galio hanging around in the brush right now. In fact, he's just going to back off. Taunts do go down from Mookie right now, and they go to try and possibly force another team fight. Galio doesn't have his flash, but he does have the Idol of Durand ready for a team fight. There is also Mookie, and I believe the Dragon's ready as well. In fact, the Dragon's not ready. Good, I don't know how many. You need to stop moving so I can click on you. There you go, roughly 75 rage ready. About a quarter of his Dragon bar ready. Violent Waffle stealing a red buff, and Purple Team are unawares right now. Granted, Stixie is double buffed, but it would be nice to see a red on Cabot at this stage of the game. Radical picking up an Abyssal Scepter, always a nice move. See, if you've got 2 AP guys on your team, and you've got your tank who's in there, right in the thick of stuff, giving out magic debuffs, it's always a good move.
Definitely.
And yes, Olaf has gone for the double Warmogs. What do you think of that move?
I think it's really creative when you think about it, because once he builds up that house from the 2 passive Warmogs, and then he goes into, say, a Randuin's, and then maybe an Atlas, he's going to have tons of damage, and he's going to be so tanky.
Yeah, I didn't quite think of that. Purple Team just realised that their red buff is down. And so, yeah, that's life. Reiki anticipate having to back off. Tinkerbell and Azure are hanging around the corner. Azure ready to do the Idol of Durand any second now. Just going straight in. There it is, picking up 2 people, Mookie and Stixie. Mookie taking loads of damage, already down to half health. Radical using the Stand United to keep Reiki away. Reiki is actually in the middle of 4 guys right now. Down goes Tismay. Azure's the next one to go down. Finally, Mookie managed to pick up a kill, and Violent Waffle's the only one left. It's a 3v1 right now. Maybe he will pick up Mookie. Yes, he does. A 5-for-3 exchange once again. A lot of good team fights by Purple Team.
Yeah, I think that maybe Galio ults aren't going as they expected. They're not actually being able to pick out the Caitlyn like they should be at the minute. Especially with that Thormail.
But if they can lock down the entire team and then just do a load of ult synergy, just fire everything they have just at an area, then they completely wreck Blue Team. Sorry, Purple Team. This is Blue Team we're talking about. Galio has picked himself up a Rabadon's death cap. 1720 right now. You can definitely tell that he's playing more I will decide when we initiate and you guys kill them
Definitely.
type of gameplay right now. Baron will be going down. Cabot and Radical have just respawned, so they get to benefit from said Baron buff. And Blue Team are nearly on their feet. looking at the gold difference, it's still roughly 9k gold difference, and down goes the ultimate, nearly picking off Fizz right there. He did not use a playful... In fact, he did use a playful trickster just to take a bit less damage. Look at that damage onto Cabot. When it crits, it hurts a lot. So, blue team are going for the blue buff and the dragon right now. This would be, what, the third dragon right now? Assuming they go for it, of course.
Yeah.
Both teams are hanging around their own blue buff. Violent Waffle is... he's thinking about stealing it. But in the meantime, they're going to find themselves a free Cabot, and there goes the chase down. Dragon did go down for blue team, and Cabot's on the run. Lukeskind is there, and Violent Waffle's now the one taking loads of damage. Cabot will go down though. Violent Waffle picking up the kill. Azure's there. There's the Chum the Waters. Playful Trickster. Tinkerbell is on his way. Fizz is on the run. There's the Shoot the Wolf. Just misses, and Fizz doesn't die. He survives to Playful Trickster out of that. You know, stupid item got my hopes up. In the meantime, Radical got jumped on by Violent Waffle, and Mookie will go down very shortly. There we go, Violent Waffle picking up the kill. And now it's 4v3 right now, 4v2 for Purple Team. And they go to Tower Dive. Radical, a clutch taunt, although he doesn't have enough health for my liking. As you're taking loads of damage, he will have to back off. And now, Violent Waffle with the chase down, picking up the kill on Radical. Now it's 2v1, Fizz picking up the kill. Wow. So yeah, I don't think that Radical has quite enough health for my liking. He certainly has the armor. There's no doubt that he has the armor, but I still think that some form of health would be a viable choice right now.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that we saw no gold by 5s there, especially as he's a support and he should be pumping out some constant wards. You would have expected a half gold.
Yeah, but look at the amount of wards he's actually picked up now. I believe it's 7?
Yep, 7.
Wow. But just look at the consistent ward coverage for blue team. It's just everywhere. Purple team can't even they can't even blink without blue team knowing exactly where they are.
That's true.
I'm surprised that Lux... Actually, hang on, I'm not surprised. I would be surprised if Lux ended up dying to this. Down goes the shield, but Lux will have to back off from the blue buff. Team fight going off, and down goes the dragon. Cabot was there with the Stand United just to make sure she survived, and the chase down is on Tinkerbell and Azure right now. Azure not using his Idol of Durand actually, and now they're going on Azure. Or in fact, Muki is just by himself. Stixie is going around the side, but in fact they will engage actually. A lot of movement speed increase from Azure as well. Violent Waffle hanging around the side, and would something happen?
Potentially.
I believe not. Tinkerbell managed to get taunted, and now's the perfect opportunity to pounce on the AD carry, and there we go. There goes the shark. Azure gets exhausted as well. Mookie picking up the kill. Azure had no chance there. His flash was down, and he just had no escape as soon as that shark hit. So, the turret will go down for blue team right now, and finally purple team have a semblance of a strong team play, and they can actually start pushing. Violent Waffle firing off those, but he just gets taunted by Radical. Down goes the ultimate, which gets blocked by Shyvana, doing a fair amount of damage. 2 turrets down in quick succession for blue team. The purple team benefiting from that 300 gold apiece.
Yeah, and it's like you said before about how blue team were ahead and purple team could turn it around with a good team fight, and they did just that, well, with many good team fights.
Absolutely, and this is one of the opportunities that purple team were waiting for. Go on Mookie, do that blue buff, there we go. So, now the gold gap is only down to roughly 7k. It was up at 9k at one point, but 6 turrets to 3, and granted, purple team are down to their inhibitor turrets, but they haven't killed, none of them have fallen down, and there's not an easy lane that blue team can push.
Yeah, and especially now as blue team kind of feel a bit more scared, as Purple Team have been showing their real power now, especially with that Olaf tankiness.
Yeah, there's not a lot they can do to kill Olaf right now. In fact, I think... Actually, look at Misfortune's build. Completely done right now. And
Wow.
he's currently 18, 10, 11. I didn't realise he died that many times. Stixie just going right in the middle, popping the Ragnarok as well. He's just causing havoc right now. Down goes the shooter whip though. And there's the ultimate synergy I was talking about. Loads of damage. Now Purple Team are on the run. Violent Waffle managing to stun someone, but Blue Team are getting chased. Down goes the Dragon as well. Dragon trying to catch up with everyone. It's not going to be effective, seeing as they are back under tower range. And there's that ultimate synergy that I was hoping for.
Well, there we go. We thought Purple Team were coming back into it, and then just the real power of having a team comp like with a lot of CC. It doesn't matter how many kills you have, or how behind you are, or how ahead you are.
Yeah.
It's just about hitting those ultimates.
Even with all that health, without armor, Stacey's health bar just drained away so quickly. He has got that Atmos though, which is a really good point.
Actually buffing his damage up to 265. 257 even.
Wow, that's a lot of base damage. And the tower goes down at top lane. Mookie has little to no chance of surviving one more auto attack. Galio picks up the kill.
Real power on Misfortune right now. Wow.
But it's the Fizz Assassin that picks up the kill. Fizz using that playful trickster to close the gap, and the Urchin strikes to secure the kill. Reiki and Azure are both quite low on their health bars right now, although it's not low enough to mean that Dragon's a real threat. In fact, I've never seen the Dragon's health bar go down that quickly before. There goes the Q. In fact, Stixie using the ultimate to break out of a half second of Q-ness. And Fizz was just there for the cleanup.
I think we will see the teams moving towards Baron very soon, as that hash just came back up.
We will indeed. I can see that, well, I don't know. I'm glad that Radical is finally getting that amount of health. He's got his Giant's Belt. I assume it would be turned into a Warmogs.
Or a Sunfire. Can't see the
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Stixie using his Wriggled Ward to ward the Baron right now, which is exactly where Violent Waffle is initiating. Possible perfect timing right now. And we could see a team fight erupt. Azure is being the forward guard right now. He does have his ultimate ready. And the team fight will break off. Purple team trying to secure the Baron is not going to work. The ultimate goes down from Azure, and it managed to pick up two people. Radical using Standard United to keep Mookie alive. Down goes the ultimate from Tinkerbell, not killing anyone. And Azure is on the run. Now they're chasing down on Tinkerbell right now. Tinkerbell, in fact, Violent Waffle picking up two quick kills. In fact, there's the triple kill right now. And Misfortune picks up another one of those kills. And that was a 4-for-1 exchange with Baron buff. Mookie, who doesn't have an ultimate or flash by the way, is being chased down. Tinkerbell was trying to catch up with him. There's the flash and one shot. There we go.
And surrender.
There we go. There's the GG. Not a lot Purple Team can do now. And there we have it. A really interesting game, I have to admit.
Definitely. Really well played by both teams here.
So yeah, it was that ultimate synergy that ended up destroying Blue Team, or sorry, destroying Purple Team. I need to make sure I get the teams right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh well. So have you got any final thoughts of the game?
I'd just like to say that I think what really made this game great was the ultimate synergy, and the fact that, you know, it didn't really matter who was ahead at what time, it just mattered how they played as a team, I guess.
Yeah, definitely teamwork was a factor. We saw one time, I believe it was... In fact, I can't quite remember where it was, but I remember that Purple Team, there was a team fight erupting, but those Galio ultimates just didn't quite initiate on the right people. and either ultimates were down or they weren't used in quite the same manner. But when they were all used on one target, it was just a kill zone for purple team.
Definitely.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. I'm JE4DE, and I should really let Nutritional close this one out because he opened it.
Yeah, okay, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you can watch some more of our videos in the future even. Goodbye.
Indeed. I'm Jeade, and I'll see you next time.